Hello everyone! All three candy farming methods are out. Which method is the best for candy farming? Apple bobbing, trick-or-treating, or ghost hunting? I tested all three methods and I did the math. Stick around to hear exactly how I deduced which method is the best. Apple bobbing has been updated thanks to Altina FF14's suggestion. Before the update, we had to click to Apple Bob whether we lost or won candies. After the update, for every click to play, we search for apples until we get one. Here's an example. I clicked once to play. I didn't win any candies, but I don't need to click again. It will automatically make me search for more apples until I get one. Now that I got an apple, I can click to play again. Regarding apple bobbing, I have a few tips. Do not use auto clickers. If you get caught using an auto clicker, you can get banned. Use this method when you are doing activities that do not require you to be fully invested, like listening to music or watching. Keep your volume up so you can hear when you get an apple and can click again. Set your screen at an angle that allows you to click without adjusting. If you are unable to find the right angle, something you are wearing is preventing you from doing so, which leads to my next tip. Remove additional stuff that you may be wearing that prevents you from being able to click in the same spot. If you keep the stuff on, you would have to keep moving around to Apple Bob. I calculated how many candies I got every 5 minutes for a total of 5 minutes. Here are the results I got before the update. I got a range of 110 to 160 candies every 5 minutes for a total of 25 minutes. In total, I got 670 candies in 25 minutes. The average candies I got was 134 candies every 5 minutes. So in an hour, I could get about 1,608 candies. After the update, the range of candies I got every 5 minutes was 138 to 192. The total amount of candies I got in 25 minutes was 730 candies. I got an average of 146 candies every 5 minutes, so in an hour I could get about 1,752 candies. So after the update, I got slightly more candies. The difference between how many candies I could get before and after the apple bobbing update is not that big. And my sample size is small, so don't follow this too closely. This is basically a rough idea of how many candies you can get. The next candy farming method is trick-or-treating. When I trick-or-treat, I doorbell 2 houses without collecting candies. Then I go between houses to get the fallen candies. If you have the fly pass, you can get a lot more houses and return to get more candies. I will provide tips on how to trick-or-treat while this clip of how I trick-or-treat plays. If you have a fly pass, you could turn up the speed a little bit to trick-or-treat faster. Remove your shoes. Not all shoes are suitable for picking up candies. Turn your volume up to hear the monsters well. Don't stand near the door when doorbelling so you have enough time to avoid monsters. If a monster spawns, fly away. From the time it starts chasing you, it has 7 seconds to despawn. If you have unstable connection, it may take longer for it to despawn. Don't accept fate and get killed. I've seen so many players just charge straight for the monster. They literally just run straight into it. Absolutely do not do that. You can live as long as you avoid the monster for at least 7 seconds or longer if you are lagging. If a monster spawned and you successfully ran away, you can doorbell that same house again. There's no cooldown for a house if a monster spawns. The cooldown only applies if you successfully get candies from a house. Press E to doorbell quicker. You can try a house after about 2 minutes or after you go through the whole neighborhood. Now, here are my results on trick-or-treating. Timed how long it took me to get around the whole neighborhood and see how many candies I got in that time frame. The average time I took to complete a set of houses is 4 minutes using my method without lag. Each monster encounter increases the time you spend trick-or-treating, especially if you get caught. The average candies I got every 4 minutes is 164 candies. The minimum the minimum I got was 110 candies and the maximum I got was 198 candies. So if I get an average of 164 candies every 4 minutes, I get about 1,968 candies in an hour. Third method, ghost hunting. When I get ready for ghost hunting, I equip the headlamp, night vision goggles, and the weapon. You don't have to wear the headlamp or night vision goggles, but I recommend using it to see better in the manner. So here are some tips I have for ghost hunting. If you don't want to use the goggles or the headlamp, change your filter to colorful brightness. This is how you change the filter. You can shoot through walls. You don't have to stop shooting just because a ghost goes behind a wall. As long as you see the ghost's health behind the wall and you are aiming in the right direction, you can still lower the ghost's health. If you are playing on mobile, it may be easier to capture ghosts in first person. If you are on PC, it may be best for you to click the shift to lock and then aim to lower the ghost's health. If you hold down on the screen, you can shoot faster. Don't spam click the button. When your vacuum is completely full, you won't be able to capture ghosts. Make sure to empty out your vacuum. When you see your ammo is almost zero, you should reload your weapon so you can lower the health of more ghosts. When you empty out your vacuum or reload your weapon, press E on your keyboard instead of tapping. This makes the process faster. When you are capturing a ghost, make sure your vacuum percentage is increasing to confirm that you are capturing it. Also make sure to capture the ghost before the timer above its head runs out. When you play with multiple people, you get candies for assisting with shooting or capturing a ghost. The bigger the ghost is, the more candies it is worth and the longer it takes to shoot. This isn't a tip, but after ghost hunting in a public server, I realized I needed to add this. When you are capturing a ghost with others, it's not stealing, it's a collaborative effort, especially for the larger ghosts or the longer ghosts. You get your share of candies depending on how much you assisted with the capture of a ghost. If you want the maximum reward possible for a ghost, you should go to a server where there are no players, but this will take longer for you to capture larger ghosts. Now, here are the results I got while using these tips for ghost hunting. So I got a total of 1,506 candies in 34 minutes. If I multiply this by 2, I would get 3,012 candies in 68 minutes, or 1 hour and 8 minutes. So I averaged the amount it took for me to max out my vacuum canister, which was 6.8 minutes average. The fastest it took me to fill up my vacuum was 6 minutes, and the longest it took was 8 minutes. Overall, which method is best for candy farming? Let's compare the averages I got for each method. So I got an average of 146 candies every 5 minutes to Apple Bob and could get 1,752 candies in an hour. When I trick or treat, I get an average of 164 candies, so I get about 1,968 candies in an hour. When I ghost hunt, it took me 68 minutes to get 3,012 candies. From these results, it's pretty clear which method is most efficient for getting candies based on the methods and tips I use. While apple bobbing and trick-or-treating can reward around 2,000 candies, ghost hunting can give about 3,000 candies. That is almost a difference of 1,000 candies. In conclusion, if you are fully active, ghost hunting is the best method to use. If you're not as active, apple bobbing is more suitable to play. Keep in mind that this method is based on the results I got while farming, and my sample size is not that large, so this may not apply to everyone. If you lag a lot or have a different way of farming, you may get different results. As always, thanks for watching.